If you want to excel, you have to be in awareness. You can't be lazy. And whenever you have an opportunity to help others, help them. Because along the way, somebody's going to help you. Don't always just expect to reach up and... Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frank Quiniguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is survive or excel. And I was thinking on the way, how am I going to display such a big difference of surviving or excelling? And I came up with me being a teacher, and when I was in the classroom and I would see the children that would survive. And I did both. There was a time in my life when I was just barely surviving. And then there was a time when I decided to be a great student, and then I excelled. And I was watching the difference in my classroom with my children, and I would think, man, let me look. Why does this one survive, and why does this one excel? Well, this one is doing the minimum, and sometimes not even that. So they're barely going to survive. But the kids that are excelling, they're present. Now, I was thinking, wait a minute, what about the kids that were physically present, but they were not excelling? Maybe because their parents the night before, they went out and had a good time at a party, and the kid, well, he stayed up late and they pushed him in the door. Hey, take care of him, I gotta go to work. So the kid wouldn't excel because they were there physically but not mentally. The kids that did excel were there physically and mentally. And what happens for the adults? Many times, day in and day out, they're there physically but they're not there mentally. They're like robots, they're half asleep. They're just doing their work. They're doing the minimum, they're gonna get the minimum, they're gonna survive on the minimum, and they're surviving, they're just surviving, they're not excelling. People that survive, people that excel, people that wanna make it better, we're present. So you have to be present physically and mentally. You have to be in awareness, constant awareness. What is it that I wanna create? What is it that I wanna do? What is it that I wanna become? And you have to stay in awareness. When I was barely surviving, I did things in a certain way. When I started excelling, well, I did things totally different. When you're excelling, you know where you're going. And you're in awareness. Am I going in the right path? Because if you're not going in the right path, when you're excelling, if this is not going to work, then you're going to go this route or this route or this route. And eventually there's going to be a route that's going to take you there. People that excel, don't just go to work from 8 to 5. There's another video that I did. It's called Part-Time, Full-Time. And I talk about when you do your part-time, it's still 8 hours. You still go to work 8 hours, and your full-time, no, you're not gonna do 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours to do part-time and full-time. No, when you're doing it full-time, when you're doing your part-time, that's just to make ends meet. You know that that's not gonna be where you're gonna stay for the rest of your life. And this is what you're creating is what you wanna be and do for the rest of your life, such as me. When I was going to construction back then in my life, I talked about this class before, PSI. I took it about 35 years ago. When I was going to construction, I knew that was just to make ends meet. I needed to pay the bills, I needed to pay for books, I needed to pay for my classes, take care of my kids, take care of my wife. I knew that I had to do that, but my full time, and this is what makes it a full time, okay? I would wake up in the morning thinking, yes, I'm gonna go to work in construction, and I'm gonna give it my best, I'm gonna do my best, because they're providing money for me, they're providing a job for me. But my full time was, I'm gonna become a teacher. So I would go thinking I'm gonna become a teacher. I would get off of work, sometimes I would just shake off my dirt, get my books, get my backpack, go to the university, and then I would stay there, come back home, do my homework, do it again the next day. So my part-time was 8 hours, my full-time made it a full-time because I would wake up in the morning and think about it, have my lunch, think about it, come home, think about it, go to the school, think about it. That was my full-time. So you can do a part-time and a full-time. You wanna excel? If you wanna excel, you have to be in awareness, and you can't be lazy. If you're lazy, you're not gonna be able to excel. People think 8 hours is gonna cover it. If you wanna excel, it's not gonna be 8 hours. You always constantly have to be in awareness. If this is only covering this, what else can I do? And it doesn't mean that you go and give another 2 hours or another 4 hours to get a little bit more money, because if that's not working, do something different. Do something totally different, like me, from construction to becoming a teacher. And then after I decided I fulfilled my dream of becoming a teacher, I said, what else? And I invested in real estate, and I kept on growing. People that want to excel Have constantly be in awareness, what else can I do or how can I make it better? That's what you need to do. You want to excel, you have to be in constant awareness and you can't be lazy. I remember my mother, very smart lady, she would get us together and there's 9 of us. There's a whole bunch of us. And she would always tell us, you guys are going to do good in life because you're not lazy or dumb. So if you're not lazy or dumb, you're going to do good. And we would always joke around, Mom, what if I'm dumb? Don't worry, as long as you're not lazy, you're going to do good. She was a very wise lady. As long as you're not lazy, you're going to do good. So don't be lazy. People waste so much money in front of the TV, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and it's not one day, it's a whole bunch of days. The phone, you grab that phone, the phone will tell you how many hours you've wasted on whatever, and many times it just go and go and go, and they're not even paying attention to what they're looking at anymore. The finger, I've seen people falling asleep and their fingers moving because they're programmed already. They already have the habit of, you made it to our channel. I think this is a great channel to get some pretty good information. I just did another video, Focus and Find the Gold, thanks to my friend Jorge Borjas, where he said, you know what, Frank, your channel does have golden nuggets, you know? And I think we do have golden nuggets. And maybe it's not funny or that catches your attention because somebody's gonna fall or die or hurt or fight or any of that, but it does have great information. So excel or survive. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to survive? Because there's by the thousands. You can copy almost anybody out there. They're surviving paycheck to paycheck. If you want to excel, you got to do more than what they're doing. If you want to excel, you got to find people like me, maybe people like you. Maybe you're excelling in your life too, and you gotta ask. In your life, it's easy to spot the people that are excelling in their life. They don't worry at the end of the month. They have more than plenty. They live in a nice house. They drive a nice car. They take vacations. They hang out with the family. You could see who's excelling and who's surviving. There's a lot of people, oh, I can't, I gotta go to work. Oh, I can't, I gotta go to work. And time's gonna go. And before they know it, they never had time. It's gonna go, it goes quickly. If you wanna excel, you could almost look at anybody and follow whatever they're doing. Or maybe just do what you're doing and you're surviving. But if you want to excel, then you have to be in awareness and you cannot be lazy. You know, our friend Heriberto, our videographer, that guy's amazing. I met him when he was doing another type of work and he wasn't happy. And you know he wasn't lazy. When he found out that he liked videotaping, he started helping a guy, and some of his friends that he was hanging around with, they would call him, oh, you're so dumb, he doesn't pay you, you carry his stuff, at the end of the day, it's 8 hours, he would set up the lights, clear it up, put it away, and the guy didn't pay him. But you know what, Heriberto was in awareness. He knew that if he helped him, eventually he would hold the camera, and eventually he would film. And now he's filming for the channel. And not only for this channel, he works for a beautiful company, big, huge company that pays him to do what he loves to do. I remember the other day we met and I said, Heriberto, how are you doing at work? He goes, what work? And I go, oh, that's right. Whenever you're doing what you love to do, you're not working, you're having fun. Most of the time, he's having fun. But he didn't sit on his behind and waited for things to drop out of the blue sky. He was doing more than the average folks were doing. You know, he would finish his work. Sometimes he was very tired. He didn't feel like doing it, but he knew what he wanted. So yes, I'll go help you. Yes, I'll go help you. Yes, I'll go help you. And there's a law that says givers gain. Whatever you give, you're gonna get. So if you are angry, then you're gonna get angry people at you. If you are mean, there's gonna be people that are gonna be mean to you. Be in awareness. What are you giving the world? What are you giving the people around you? Because whatever you're gonna give, whatever you give, that's what you're gonna get. And Heriberto, I remember he told me the story how he said, hey, can I help you? Now he gets people that say, hey, can I help you? He remembers. And he was just sharing a story right before we started videotaping about a guy that asked him, hey, can I ask you a question? And he said, sure. And he gave him everything he knows. The more you give, the more you get. Don't be afraid of that one. Don't be worried. Givers gain. I learned that a long time ago, and it's a beautiful law. It's not an opinion. It's not like I think so. No, it's a law. So givers gain. Make sure you give from your heart. Make sure, and don't worry about it. If you help this guy or this person, don't expect it to come back from that person. It just comes from different places. It always comes. So giver's gain. How's that? So if you want to excel, you have to be in awareness. You can't be lazy, and whenever you have an opportunity to help others, help them, because along the way somebody's going to help you. Don't always just expect to reach up and wait for somebody to pull you. Occasionally you have to come and you have to help somebody that's behind you, and it's going to be exciting. Alrighty then, we're going to leave it at that. Excel or survive. I'm going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.